Good morning. Welcome to day 34, Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. Yeah, so it was another warm one last night. No rain fly, that was nice. First time in a long time where the alarm woke me up, so that was good. I slept well. So yeah, after reviewing all the mileages on Far Out, it looks like it's just shy of 30 miles to town from here. So there's no way I'm doing 30 miles, even though most of that's a road walk. So I think I have about 7 trail miles, and then we hop back on Highway 117. And then 16 miles from here is a ranger station. And that will probably be where I set up for the night. It'll probably be like an early day, but there's really nowhere else to camp like along the way where I would do more miles if I could. But if it's all, there's like no information about private property or not private property. So, if I can get more info about that at the ranger station, then we'll see. But as of right now, it looks like I'm going to stop at the ranger station at mile 16. And then tomorrow, just get up early and do that last, 15-mile stretch in the town, which is fine. It'd be nice to get into town today, but not at the expense of, an injury or just total exhaustion. So that is the morning update. Going to start moving here, and yeah, we'll see you down the trail. I guess real quick, I should also mention this is the CDT, so there is an alternate. There's a blue line coming up that gets you into town and avoids the highway walk. But I'm inclined to stay on the red line. Smart choice? Who knows? I've been a red line enjoyer, so at least I think through the state of New Mexico, I'm going to stick to the red line, for better or worse. So that's what I'm doing. That's the great thing about the CDT. There's a lot of different ways to do it. One more thing of note, as I'm just getting started here, I did break down and pull out a new pair of darn toughs. The pair I've been using way too holy, especially with a road walk coming up. So the darn toughs, they lasted about 500 miles, and with their lifetime warranty, they'll be the first pair of many I'll be mailing back for replacements at the end of the thru-hike. I think for my PCT thru-hike, I ended up sending them 8 pairs, and I got 8 brand new pairs for this one. here's the junction for the blue line. So we're gonna stay on the red line towards the highway, but you could go this way and avoid, I think, most of the highway walk. But we will go that way. Back in the lava fields. I've had my fill of lava for a while. Been going for a little over an hour, just very slow going through these lava fields, which I guess is just as well, because it just makes it so that there's no chance I'm ever going to get into town today. So I can just kind of take my time. This is probably going to go all the way to the highway, it looks like. It's just very slow going. Lots of loose rocks, just got to take your time. A lot of ankle busters in here. Just continuing through this lava field maze. Just slow going. The one thing I will say that's nice is that there are numerous cairns, so I'm not getting off trail. Just it's just slow going. You can almost imagine when this was like flowing in red and it just solidified. It's cool, but my feet don't think it's cool. Somebody had a bad day and lost their water bottle down there. There's no retrieving that. Could we possibly be done with miles and miles and miles of lava fields? That would be awesome, but this could just be a brief reprieve and we could be back in it, but it looks pretty nice right now. So after leaving the lava fields, a lot of the trail has been this deep, soft sand. Definitely nicer on the feet, but still slow going. You really can't get any momentum. Just ran into a couple of day hikers. Haven't seen that in a while. Finally, a road. That's a cool little cliff structure, was seeing the whole way down. Okay, so hopefully there's still some water here at this trailhead parking. I did bring some in a smart water bottle, but I want to save that for the road if I can. So let's see what's going on here. Here we go. I see water. You see it over there? In the shade. Woo! Let's hope they're not all empty. A lot of lava. My poor trail runners. This must have just been restocked recently. Thanks, Jen. 4 gallons here. Amazing. Time for some Gatorade. A little before 11, just finished up 1.5 liters of Gatorade and or just water, just to hydrate. We're jumping back on Highway 117. About 8 miles from here is a ranger station. We'll stop there for water and then figure out what we're going to do from there. It's about 22 miles into town from here, so I've already done like 7 or 8. I don't think I'm gonna do another 21, but we'll see how it goes on the road. You never know. Well, we're back on the road. This is gonna be a long one. Probably break it up into 2 days. It's noon. I'm about halfway to the ranger station. Got about 2.5 miles to go where there's more water. So I'm gonna have some Propel here. Just take a break on pounding the asphalt. We're finally getting some cover from the sun from the clouds, but yeah, it was baking on me. But now maybe I'll get a little relief. All right, getting closer to the ranger station, but I guess the sandstone bluffs are something to see. That's where we're headed. All right, hopefully we're getting close. All right, we're arriving at the ranger station. It is a Wednesday, so I guess they're closed today. I guess that's good, I don't know. It is a bit on the early side, it's like only 1, but I have to check far out, but I think it's still like 16 miles into town, which just no way that's happening today. So the smart thing is probably to take an early day, just kind of relax, download a movie or something. Just make sure there's water here, that's all. And yeah, maybe even set my alarm a bit earlier tomorrow and get going. The skies have darkened up a bit, which has been nice. The road walk, like the water I was drinking out of my hydration bladder was hot, but the past hour or so it hasn't been so bad. Oh, maybe this is it right here. Let's see together, shall we? All right, that's very good news. I'm gonna be, there's picnic tables. I'm gonna put my pack down. I'm gonna scope out the area for where I can hopefully kind of stealth camp, and we'll go from there. It would be nice to set up my tent right next to a picnic table. I feel like I could squeeze right into this little area here. That way I'm away from the main building. Pretty phenomenal views. But let me scope around the whole place here. Oh, I think there's a trash can here too. Not that I have a ton of trash, but every thru hiker will do everything possible to unload any amount of trash whenever possible, just to make it a little lighter for tomorrow. This actually seems like a really nice visitor center. A lot of parking, that's for sure. I guess they have a little nature trail. Yeah, some of these cliff features are pretty neat. They're not as prominent here, but cool to check out. I do kind of feel like, man, I would love to do, you know, a couple more hours on the trail, but not on a trail, on the highway. But I was like looking at what kind of camping was available on the side of the highway on the way here, and it's really not looking too promising. The smart thing to do is just to stay here, even though I'm not thrilled about it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be smart, Brian. I'm gonna save my knee. I'm gonna, yeah, do the smart thing. I wonder if staff is here. Well, there's no cars here, so I doubt that there's any staff here. but there is a camera so they can see I'm here. That's fine. All right, well, the main thing was water. Although if they were open, I wonder if they like have a vending machine or something. That would be nice. I guess we'll never know. That's okay. This is cool. Yeah, here's all the stuff I've been walking through in the desert. I'm terrible with plant names, but yeah, all these guys look familiar. This one, you can't help but notice this one. I've definitely seen all of these out there. A lot of junipers for shade on the trail. Definitely have crashed through some of that. All right. I think I will move to one of those picnic tables and just kind of take it easy. And I won't even think about setting up my tent for a while. Just kind of hang out. Probably a pretty good chance I'll have cell service here as well. So the one nice thing is, you know, if the water caches in low water, there's never enough water to rinse off my grimy legs and feet. But with unlimited spigot water, I actually feel like they're a little clean now. My hoodie is filthy, but at least I got a lot of the dirt and the grime off of my feet and legs. It helps. Just had a bike packer swing in, older guy, just grabbed some water and left. Yeah, that's about it right now. Just gonna relax, just kill time, and set an early alarm for tomorrow, and looking forward to town. The one nice thing is I do have like 2 to 3 bars of LTE, so I have a pretty strong cell signal. I did go to the office. They do have a Wi-Fi, but of course there's no guest Wi-Fi. That's fine. Yeah, I'll probably come back with a recap, but the rest of the day is just going to be doing a whole lot of nothing unless other hikers show up. Had a good rest for a couple of hours. A bunch of other hikers showed up. It seems like everyone's just pushing on a little further into town. I guess there's a lot of BLM land, so I wouldn't mind getting a little closer to town, even if I just go for another hour or two. So that's what I'm gonna do. I loaded up on water. I'm gonna see what I can find. Just getting a little closer to town sounds good. My motel has an early check-in, so yeah. Okay, I went about another 3 miles, climbed over a cattle gate. There were no trespassing signs. I think this is all still BLM or National Monument land, not 100% sure, but I'm gonna take my chances. The sun is setting here, but there's so much cloud cover, I don't think that's gonna be an issue. And I've got a nice protection from the highway here. So yeah, I did a few more miles to make tomorrow a little bit easier on me. And gonna get the tent set up. Yep, you wouldn't even know there was a highway on the other side of this. So just gotta be careful climbing over that barbed wire fence in the morning, but no stranger to that on the CDT. There are, you can see all the dark clouds behind me, but there's not supposed to be any more rain. We got like a couple of quick passing showers, so I'm gonna leave the rain fly off for now, and I'll check the weather again in a little bit just to confirm no more rain. Well, the rain started coming down. I'm glad I got set up when I did. I had to like run out and put the rain fly on. It's only supposed to last like a half hour, but it's gotten pretty windy and yeah, rainy all of a sudden. I hope all those hikers I met at the ranger station well, they're probably right in the middle of it now on the road, but this won't last long.